happy Memorial Day. At the World War II Museum, they did a great presentation honoring people, and interestingly, this year's about weathermen and their role in the war, and how they helped tell Eisenhower not to go in on June 5th, and instead D-Day is June 6th. This is an amazing facility in New Orleans. They've added on to it. Boeing has donated a huge amount of money recently to expand it. It recently was the D-Day Museum because in New Orleans, a gentleman named Andrew Higgins, which is streets named after, designed the boat and tested it here in New Orleans for the landings on D-Day. Oddly enough, there's a place called Houston's on St. Charles Avenue, which has a marker, and then Eisenhower attributes that D-Day invasion and the success to Higgins' boats, who actually made up over 80% of the boats the Navy used in World War II. So Boeing is now, we've added on, there's stuff about post-war, there's stuff about the whole invasion, not only in D-Day, but what happened in Asia Pacific. Interestingly, you can kind of see over my shoulder there is the pedestal that Robert E. Lee stood on. And Eisenhower also attributed winning the war to studying Lee's tactics. Not completely, but just like he had tributes to Higgins, he also had a tribute to Lee. And he put Lee's portrait in the Oval Office, saying he wished all men were the caliber of Lee. We heard today, or Meet the Press, that was a place of prominence, and we want to put a fountain there as opposed to honoring the general who helped win the war next to the World War II Museum. There's no mention today that the Daughters of the Confederacy had the first Memorial Day, 1866, Columbus, Mississippi, and they sent letters out to all the other chapters. It was a year after the Civil War, saying, let's all do it on the same day. There was some deviation because of the way flowers bloom. Some people were a little bit early May. It was actually April when they did it. Some people were later May. But the Daughters of the Confederacy started Memorial Day. There was no tribute to them because now, obviously, World War I, Korea, World War II, Vietnam, the wars in Iraq, Spanish-American War, a lot of other wars take place that we honor all our veterans that fought. And it's a great day. We also need to honor, as the gentleman said today, the nurses who weren't on the front line or in the trenches, but without them, and a lot of times they were in the trenches, what would have happened? I mean, a lot of people didn't have guns, but they supported the efforts. So let's have a great Memorial Day and contribute everybody's success to making success we all enjoy to everybody who wore a service flag. And remember, the United States Congress made all veterans of all wars veterans. Have a great day.